Let me suggest what the President is prepared to say. We're at the end of the time, but he says that he might give us 5 more minutes. And so I'm going to ask, I apologize, we're not going to get all the questions asked, but we'll ask this gentleman, and this lady to put your question, and then we'll let him respond to all three together. So please, but introduce yourself, yes.
Hi, my name is Ryan Taney. I'm a sophomore at college here. I'm from Boca Raton, Florida. Your speech today was entitled Ethics of Tolerance in an Age of Violence. However, recently in your country, it doesn't seem like there have been ethics of tolerance, as your president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, and the government have actually made a contest whereby people would submit art and cartoons that made a mockery of the Holocaust and the murder of 12 million people. How do you respond to this, and where is your compassion? My name is Eric. I'm a senior at the college. During your remarks, you repeatedly condemned Muslims.
Excuse me, say your name again?
Eric Fish?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay, so you repeatedly condemned Muslims who commit violence in the name of their religion. In line with that sentiment, I'm wondering why the government of Iran executes gay people and whether you believe they should continue to.
There's a rapid pace, but good. The question's clear. That's
Okay.
good. Please,
Hi.
the final question is this lady. Yes?
Hi, my name is Ashley Stover. I'm a student at McKinney School of Government. Our two nations are the United States and Iran. We're at impasse over a nuclear issue. I was wondering, there have been many policy recommendations floating around, and one is whether Iran wants a grand bargain of types to normalize relations with the United States. Do you think this is a way in order for our two countries to come to an agreement over a nuclear issue, and if not, what would be your policy recommendation?
متشکرم. آنچه که من در ایران شنیدم از مطالبی که آقای رئیس جمهور گفتن راجع به هولوکاست، که اگر هولوکاست هم درست هست چرا تاوانش رو باید فلسطینی‌ها بدن. این به معنی نفی مطلق هولوکاست نبود، سوال درباره اون بود. اما بنده هولوکاست رو از جنایات بزرگ هیتلر و صهیونیست‌ها میدونم و بارها هم گفتم، گرچه منم معتقدم که نباید هولوکاست وسیله‌ای میشود که به دیگران ستم کرد، باید ستم دیدگان رو جبران کرد، ستمی که بر اونها شده است. این که نمایشگاه گذاشته بشود که منم نمیدونم اصلا در چه حد و چه سطحی است. در ایران مثل خود آمریکا جای دیگه البته با تفاوت‌هایی یک نوع آزادی‌هایی وجود داره. علیه بندم که رئیس جمهور بودم اعتراض میشد و این به معنی نظر و به اصطلاح سیاست نظام جمهوری اسلامی و دولت جمهوری اسلامی نیست و معتقدم هستم که در هولوکاست یهودیان فراوانی کشته شدن، غیر یهودیان کشته شدن، یک حرکت نجات پرستانه بود. من پیرو دینی هستم که اگر یک نفر بیگناه کشته شود به منطقه این است که همه انسان ها کشته شدن، حتی اگر یک یهودی یا غیر یهودی هم کشته شده باشد باید محکوم بشود، در حالی که خیلی بیش از اینا کشته شده.
When I was in Iran, I heard Ahmadinejad make a comment that it said that if that said the Holocaust, if the Holocaust had come to pass, it was done at the hands of the Europeans, and this was actually in a way admitting that the Holocaust, that he does believe in the Holocaust. And I believe that the Holocaust was a great human tragedy, and I condemn all of Hitler's actions. And but I also condemn if the Holocaust will be used as a tool to persecute other peoples. I think that if injustice has been done to a people, the way to answer it is to trying to relieve that injustice, not by doing injustice to other people. In regards to the exhibition, I'm not aware to what extent that the exhibition has been received in Iran, but as you may know, in Iran there are some freedoms as there are here, and even when I was president, there was a lot of protests against me, and this freedom of expression exists in this way in Iran as well. But you cannot take this as the official policy. This exhibition cannot be taken as the official policy of the Islamic Republic of Iran's government as a whole. And my opinion on the Holocaust is that I come from a religion that if a single person is killed, it's like entire humanity is killed. So I strongly condemn the Holocaust because many Jewish and non-Jewish people were killed during the Holocaust as it was a racist act.
مثلا سوال دومی که کردن که من خشونت رو محکوم کردم و چگونه است که به نام اسلام خشونت میشه، از جمله این که برای لواط مجازات اعدام در نظر گرفتن یه توضیح بدم خدمت.
He was just repeating the question that how you said that violence is, you said that I oppose violence being done in the name of Islam, and with this view, why are gay people executed in Iraq?
اینجا دانشگاه است، محل علم، خود علمی صحبت کنیم.
We are at a university, the cradle of science, so we can speak a bit scientific.
در همه ادیان، در همه این سیستم ها، در همه نظام ها مجازات وجود داره. مجازات به خودی خود خشونت نیست.
In all schools of thought and in all religions there is punishment, and punishment is not a form of violence.
مجازات در واقع خودش درمان یک نوع خشونت و انحراف در جامعه است که اگر هم نباشه اصلا جامعه نمیتونه استقرار پیدا کنه.
Punishment is seen as a response to violence or deviance in society, and if there is no punishment in a society cannot run effectively.
این که آیا مجازات اعدام مجازات منصفانه‌ای هست یا نیست، امروز از نظر حقوقی تو دنیا مورد بحث. شما می‌دونید در بسیاری از ایالات متحده آمریکا مجازات اعدام به رسمیت شناخته شده، در بعضی کشورهای اروپایی است، بعضی هم اون رو قبول ندارن. پس بنابراین در نظر حقوقی هم در این که آیا اعدام به عنوان مجازات به کار برود اختلاف نظر وجود دارد.
In regards to the fact that it's capital punishment, a fair reaction to crime, this is an issue that has been debated extensively in legal circles, and there are even some states in the United States still maintain capital punishment, and even some other countries in the world, so the issue of capital punishment is still being largely debated.
به عنوان یک متخصص علوم اسلامی خدمتتون عرض می‌کنم درست است، در اسلام اعدام هست، ولی اگر درست روشنبینانه بنگریم شرایطی که برای اعدام داشته تقریبا اعدامی صورت نمیگیرد. حالا اگر در کشورهای اسلامی گاهی خیلی گشاددستانه اعدام میکنن، اون رو باید در اشکال اجرایی کار دانست. بنده معتقدم که اینقدر شرایط اعدام در اسلام دشوار هست که به سادگی حکم اعدام صادر نمیشه یا نباید بشه.
As an expert of Islamic sciences, I tell you that yes, capital punishment is accepted in Islam, but it has conditions that are so stringent that execution should almost never happen. If in fact they do happen in Islamic countries, it is because if it happens excessively in Islamic countries, it is a problem of bringing those religious rulings into practice.
از جمله در مورد همین موردی که شما گفتید یا موردی که مثلا راجع به زنا گفته میشه، شرایطی که گذشته است تقریبا غیر ممکن است ثابت شدن این قضیه و صدور حکم اعدام در مورد آن.
In regards to the issue of gay people as well as the issue of adultery, the conditions that are required for capital punishment are so strict that it's virtually impossible to meet.
البته این نظر منه، خیلی نظر منم رو قبول ندارن و روش دیگری رو کار میبرن، ولی من دارم نظر خودم میگم.
Of course, this is my opinion, and a lot of people don't accept my opinion, but I was asked for my opinion, so this is what I believe.
در اسلام و بسیاری از نظام‌های حقوقی حتی غیر دینی لواط و تماس غیر توافقی میان زن و مرد که اسمش زنا گذاشته میشه این رو جرم دونست.
In many Islamic texts and countries, the homosexual relationships as well as non-consensual heterosexual relationships have been punishable.
خیلی های دیگر هم هستن در دنیا از جمله بخشای مهمی از مسیحیت که با این مسئله مخالفن و اون رو جرم میدونن.
There are also other in the world that have similar views, namely important sects of Christianity.
پس درست در اسلام لواط جرم.
So yes, you are correct. Homosexual activity is a crime in Islam.
جرم هم مجازات داره.
And crimes are punishable.
این که اعدام مجازات یک جرمی میتونه باشه یا نباشه اختلاف نظر وجود داره دربارش.
The fact that could crimes be punished by execution is debatable.
و این که میان مجازات و خشونت که محکوم است باید تفاوت قائل شد.
And that we must differentiate between punishment and violence, which is.
اما روابط آمریکا و ایران مسئله مهمی که هر جای میریم صحبت هست و واقعا مسئله مهمی است.
Now turning to the issue of Iran-US relationships, which is an important issue, and wherever I go I'm asked.
و یک سوء تفاهم طولانی وجود داره که ای کاش وجود نمی داشت.
There is a long history of misunderstanding between these two countries.
و ای کاش میشد کاری کرد که این سوء تفاهم از بین بره. من معتقدم که دو ملت بزرگ آمریکا و ایران در کنار هم بهتر میتونن مسائل و منافع خودشون رو تامین کنن تا روی هم قرار بگیرن. هرچند معتقدم ملت ها هیچگاه روی هم قرار نگرفتن و نخواهند.
And I hope that these misunderstandings can be addressed, and because I believe that the governments of Iran and America can work better if they are alongside each other rather than against each other. But it is my belief that the nations and people of America and Iran have never been in opposition to each other.
دولت من آگاهانه و با مطالعه در جهت رفع سوء تفاهم گام برداشت و معتقدم دولت آقای کلینتون هم با حسنیت گام‌های متقابل برداشت، گرچه اون گام‌ها کافی نبود و ما گله‌هایی داشتیم از آمریکا که میشد گام‌های بهتری برداشت.
During my time as president, we took steps we took steps for the report found with America, and it is fair to say that the Clinton administration also took similar steps, but we were not satisfied with the whole process, and we were hoping that more steps could have been taken to bring our two countries together.
ایران معتقدم که برای حل مشکل نیاز به معامله بزرگ یا پاداش بزرگ برای حل مشکل ندارد. آنچه که من معتقدم مورد نیاز هست و باید اون رو بخواهیم انصاف است و نه معامله بزرگ. اگر انصاف و منطق حاکم باشه و حسن نیت این مسائل میتونه خیلی ارزان و آسان حل بشه.
Iran doesn't need a grand bargain or a grand reward to solve this issue. I think the only thing that is required is a bit of fairness, and Iran would be willing to seriously consider resolving this issue.
It remains only for me to say thank you to several people, and so if you would hold just for a second, and I apologize for all the questions that went unanswered. As is quite clear, a forum event like this doesn't occur without lots of work by people here at the school, including Bill White and a group of associates who've been working over the past week diligently. So I would like to say thank you to them. And as you undoubtedly noted when you were coming in, security for this event was at a high level. And again, I would like for us to say a word of thanks to the Harvard Police, to the Cambridge Police, to the Boston Police, and to the State Department Security Services who've made this possible for us to enjoy. And finally, if I could go back to the quotation that I began with from President Bush, and let me just give you the line. He says, "I'm interested in learning more about Iran, the Iranian government, how they think, what people within the government think." And I hope today there's pretty good evidence that quite a lot of people at Harvard are interested in these very same questions appropriately. So I hope this is the beginning of a conversation or a dialogue. And I thank very much President Khatami for doing this today and for getting this conversation advanced. So thank you very, very much.